I want to introduce a show to you. It's called Chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chat Room with Bex. Yes, so today we're going to be talking about three main topics, right? And we hope to finish all these three topics, because the last week we had like multiple topics and we're only able to touch one. But today we're going to try our best to do justice. Before I announce the topics we're going to be talking about today, to do justice with me today is none other but the one and only Jacinta. Everybody.
Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday to you all. How are
Yes,
you
yes,
doing?
yes.
Good evening, Minister Med.
Thank
How are
you
you
very
doing
much,
today?
Jacinta. I'm good. How are you doing? How you doing? You doing
Very well,
good?
sir.
All right, perfect, perfect. So if you're
I'm
just
okay.
joining us, please do well to like where you're watching from, share the link, subscribe to the channel, as it will, help us grow. Okay. And topic for today's show is my wife's mother must be arrested. Senator Ned versus Regina Daniels. That's topic number one. Topic number two: can Nigeria defeat terrorism, or will the U.S. step in? My wife's mother must be arrested. Senator Ned versus Regina Daniels. Can Nigeria defeat terrorism, or will the US step in? I know we had part of this conversation last week, and we
Yeah.
wanted to bring updates to you guys onto as per what's happening, right? So, um, now let's begin with Regina Daniel and her husband matter. I and Jessica actually over the week had to have a phone to phone fight where we fought over the phone, and we had to come to the agreement that we will just talk about this live on the show today so everybody can join in the beef with the apple. You understand? So Jacinta was of the opinion that Senator Ned Nwoko did not act maturely as a matured elder statesman. Now, let's go and bring you the story right from how it started, okay? Very brief. Senator Ned, Regina Daniel, actress, baby actor, was acting as a baby, and then she grew in the field. Ned was still doing his thing politically and businessly, and Ned has his wives. Regina was single. Where am I? Where am I? Where's single? All of that until Ned Regina Daniels. And after he married Regina Daniels, there were a lot of controversies saying that Regina's mother was the one that pushed Regina to Senator Ned's house and all of that. Regina came out and was happy, rejoicing, saying that it's better to cry in the Bentley than to cry in a you know what. And people were forced pushing their daughters to go and get married to a rich old, so that that rich old man is able to take care of them family wise, so as it so be now, as it so be, at the end of the day, Regina Daniels issue now became worse. Can you guys hear? Okay, hold on, let's see. Okay, and here we go. So you guys can hear me now, right? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So now, Regina Daniels' issue now became something else, because it was now looking as if there was trouble in paradise. Trouble in paradise, like they said it was. So, last, Regina had children for Ned. While now bust. Videos came out about the fight, and with videos coming out about the fight, people saying that, oh, Ned was abusing Regina. The brother came out, did some videos, and now we're at the situation where the mother came out and started crying and shouting, saying that Ned did not have money. As a matter of fact, Regina Daniel borrowed Senator Ned Nwoko money during his campaign period, $50,000. So, Jacinta, do you think at the end of the day that, this whole story is going the right way? But before we continue with this whole story, I want to play a video of an analysis by our favorite YouTuber, and our favorite YouTube analyzer. We'll call him our teacher here, and that is Don Azza. Let's watch what Don Azza has to say about it.
Senator Prince Ned Nwoko. These videos, the one you saw, show Sammy, Regina's brother, repeatedly coming to my house and harassing my children and domestic staff, especially whenever I was not around. His visits were often aggressive and disruptive. He's building a case. I am not an oppressor. There's a reason why I arrested him. Don't call me an oppressor. Notice that I use my influence to suppress my in-law. You get the point now? And also, in case the matter go court, move beyond now. He's building a case. Don't show evidence, video evidences. No, continue. This is someone I sponsored through his last 2 years at the University of Ekpoma. I bought his musical instrument, rented and furnished a flat for him in Abuja. In addition to the house I bought for Regina in Asaba. Remember, the house I bought for Regina in Asaba. The mother thought say he don't get anything.
Bro, you're done already?
Yeah, bro.
How?
I hired Motion to hire AI employees.
AI employees?
A gift. You wanted a crown. You wanted somebody with a high star so they can boost your falling star. You wanted a high star to boost your falling star. I swallowed it. I was covering you. Now you have the same way you went up, you come down. Yes. If you think you can bite the finger that fed you, you will go down. People are saying, which money? Which money? Because you're covering you. Regina will come out by Odogu. You are making it to feel like you feel funky. When you're going for how much did Regina give to you?
50K.
How much did Regina give you? $50,000.
$50,000.
That's not the problem that just you to support the election. Then people are saying that
Choice.
is it choice?
Not
And the one
choice.
I supported you with. All my resources right inside your election. You are mad. Because we are saying no because of the good digger. What digger was covering your shame? Go and see Ned Nwoko children if they're looking like billionaire children. Have you ever seen it?
Mama, we have seen it too.
Say the pikin no marry because of money. Say, and the pikin now even sponsor is na pay with $50,000. Boy, forget that. What do you talk? You man not got money. You can't even believe that story. Tell you now. I bought the house. They put my hand to the house I bought for it. Because people say, why they write these details? It's strategically replying the accusation. Okay. In addition to the house I bought for Regina in Asaba before our marriage. I was not poor before I married you. Okay. Before our marriage, for use of all of them, I helped the family. I also routinely provided allowances to all members of the family. Now, Koto say I don't get money, Abi is explaining himself, including our mother, Rita Daniels. Indeed, in the last 2 years, I have a record of transferring 105 million naira to her alone, building a case. Now, she thought say my daughter helped you with $50K. See, strategically, also showing that he's a responsible person. He's a caring in-law. Maybe the way we want to see him for outside. Get it, my hand. When it started our rehabilitation, there was a clear instruction by the doctors to strictly restrict people, especially our enablers, from having access to her. The therapy was arranged after I noticed troubling changes in her behavior, linked to her dependence on certain illegal substances, including going for 48 hours without sleeping and eating every 2 hours. Person like this cannot take care of children. So, Regina, if you are leaving the marriage, get report now. Secondly, mother-in-law thought say, now he introduced Regina to substances.
Tell the world what you have done to the girl. Tell the world. Stop bringing that rubbish. Have your report. Do this from who the other do it. Because you have fantasy because of fantasy. No, what? Don't let the world.
Yeah, she slightly admitted that Regina does drugs, but she can't say na Ned they give her.
The man tried to defend himself. Thought say, now he they push for the rehabilitation. The report now, he say like him. Why will he be against this kind of behavior? Defend himself. It's a public figure. Get report now. Some of the allegations. 48 hours. If you know, sleep or eat every 2 hours. Whatever. Not going to take care of children. Get report now. Ned is also showing how responsible he is. Unfortunately, Sammy, Destiny, some of their siblings, together with a few of their friends, notably Sonia Uchi, Montana, among others, constantly defied those instructions. Get the point? They will come into the house uninvited. For their way in, I will bring her the same drugs she was being treated for. Instead of helping her recover, they encouraged her addiction and completely frustrated the efforts of the doctors and therapists working with her. It is important to know that Lawrence is dropping names, is being specific. Sammy, his girlfriend, NK, Destiny, Sonia, and others also took the same drugs as Regina. Okay? In fact, Lawrence and Sammy were the ones who first introduced and supplied these drugs to her. Remember, Mama accused her say, now you introduced my daughter. See, no, and these people. They were deeply involved in the habit themselves. And rather than helping her get better, they kept drawing her back into the same destructive lifestyle. I do not drink alcohol. See, so I know they drink alcohol. Person when they drink alcohol, if you talk say, now introduced to stuff where they high, no smoke. In fact, I am a vegetarian. So I found these characters and behaviors reprehensible and totally unacceptable. Get the point now. Just 4 weeks ago, I woke up around 5 a.m. I realized that Regina was in my room and on the phone. She was clearly high. And she knows that I do not want her in my room in that condition. I don't like this thing. I asked her to go to her room and she told me that Sammy's girlfriend was in her room. I was alarmed and angry because that girl should never have been in my house, let alone around Regina, since she's one of the enablers who constantly bring her the substances she's addicted to. Ned is telling his side of the story. They don't first attack her. He don't tell his side of the story. If you call her defense, if you call her the reality, but Senator, they mention names, they mention details. Remember, this girlfriend also accused Ned online. They do video. They arrest my boyfriend, whatever. Remember. So your name is here now. So Ned is also included here. I told him that the girl had to leave. And one of my drivers dropped her off. 30 minutes later, Sammy came to my house, shouting and demanding that I come downstairs to face him. If all these things are true, this is what outright disrespect. For your in-law house, you won't go fight because of say, they say me your girlfriend come out. If you say,
So let's halt right here, right? Let's halt right here. So now the question now is, at what point is Regina's brother coming into this, right? A lot of people are missing. To me, a lot of people are missing a lot of pointers here, right? And what a lot of people are missing here. Now, wow, Jacinta, you and that one are country, you know.
I'm here.
I know you're
Just
there.
add me, please.
You are there now. I can see you. You are on already. Your light is too dim. We can't really. Yeah, but it's okay. Ah, when will you help that country? Eh? You know the last time I stay for darkness for this light? Really when I did sleep.
God don't butter your bread now.
Shebi they want butter on a bread, and I thought say they don't come butter, and they don't come butter. Anyway.
Also.
Anyway, so now you heard about Regina Daniels' husband's tweet, right? Message on Facebook to the whole world, addressing the world, right? Where he brought out some important points, you know, giving names, giving details on how and who was supplying or is supplying Regina the drugs that she's using, allegedly. So what do you think about that, Jacinta?
Thank you very much, because I noticed that people like Ned are those kind of people who always do something and come out to play victims. A man, like I said the last time, a man who chooses not to be matured will never be matured. At his age, getting married to somebody old enough to be his great-granddaughter, you started a fight with, and you choose to come online to come and drag the girl and say all sorts of whatever that he feels like talking about. He was busy ranting online, allegedly. He's the one that paid this one school fee. He's the one that did this one. He's the one that did that one. He's the one that is. If he says that there are people that were supplying, who were they supplying you and who was he using it on? Same Gina came out and said it, that her husband said he always like it when she's high. He always like it that whenever she's high, makes her more sexy. So whatever she was doing was to make her husband happy. So why is it that now he's coming to make it sound as if she was doing all of those things because she wanted to do it? The man in question was the one who was pushing her to do it. The problem with all these old men, I always say it, they always behave like this because they are the one people who don't want to let go. Old men, you should allow young girls. You can't handle them when they want to settle. They should be going for the women of their mates, because they're looking for companionship. How can you look at a child of Regina Daniels? And I will say this thing: he married that girl when she was 17. When she was 17 years, that's when that girl is just beginning life. That's when her peers are doing a lot of things. So I think he should have been more mature than the way he's acting now. All of these things that he's saying doesn't make any difference. It shows that he has a bad character and he has a bad attitude.
All right. Thank you very much, Regina. Sorry, Jacinta.
Regina, here.
Okay. Jacinta is very, very emotionally attached to this story, as you can hear from the sound of her voice. Okay. So if you're just joining in, please and please just type your name and tell us where you're watching from, and we'll say hi to you. Okay. Welcome again to Chat Room with Next. So you people have heard Jacinta. Jacinta is spewing a lot, saying that why would the Senator Ned marry a young girl like Regina and not expect some certain things to happen? So, Jacinta, are you blaming Ned that he should have known better? He shouldn't have gone for someone younger.
Yes, yes, Mr. Mess, I will blame him 100%. He shouldn't have gone for someone that knows that at his age, the person will be. See, Mr. Mess, let me say something. There is something with picking up a young girl at that prime age. There's a level that you get into. Everything seems to be new. Everything seems to be different. And you begin to look at this person. How did I get in here? Me, I was in that stage. So I understand what that little girl is going through. When I got to some certain stage, I asked myself, what about...
Hold on. Do you think that Senator Ned forced Regina to get married to him? Or do you think that Regina Daniels accepted to marry Senator Ned? Before you answer that question, ladies and gentlemen, first time on the show, make welcome Deborah. Hi, Debbie. Welcome to the show for the first time.
Hi, thank
Yeah. So welcome.
Welcome.
I believe this is your first time joining the show live.
you. Yes,
Huh?
it is.
Good, good. So
Yes.
Jacinta meet Deborah, Deborah meet Jacinta. And
Welcome.
world watching right now.
Hi.
So, Deborah, what would you want me to call you? Debbie, Deborah, which one?
Debbie's fine.
All right, Debbie. So we are talking about Regina Daniels and Senator Ned. Jacinta is saying that Senator Ned shouldn't have married Regina Daniels because he's too old for Regina Daniels. He, in fact, is the cause of all
No,
of
no, no. Shouldn't have married a little girl of that age.
the same thing.
She's too little for
Who
him.
was the, is it not Regina Daniels that is a little girl?
At 17, Minister Max.
But the mother
At
never
17.
accepted. Her mother never accepted she was 17, though.
Let's leave her mother out of this.
Why will you leave her mother out of it when her mother was the key, allegedly, the key person in making that marriage happen? How would you leave her out of it?
Minister Max, the mother have not spoken. Gina came out and said
Has spoken multiple.
Gina came out and said some certain things. Gina came out and said some certain things. How, even when the mother, the family, did not want her to marry Ned, that she ran away from the house. She went to the police station and reported the family that they don't want her to marry the love of her life.
All
So
right,
I will go back to your question.
calm down, calm down, calm down, Jacinta. Sorry, Regina. Oh, sorry, Jacinta. Calm down. So,
That is Regina.
Debbie, what do you think about this whole story about Senator Ned and Regina Daniels? Do you think that love does not know age? Do you think people should begin to be cautious about age limits when getting married and falling in love? Or do you think that people should be like, oh no, he's too old for me, I don't want to suffer, Regina Daniels is suffering? Do you think also that at some point the whole love story was a picture perfect story and it was good for everybody, and then things happen and now everybody is twisting it all around? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to counter Jacinta on something she said. So she said Regina was 17. At the time, when she got married to Ned, it wasn't that Regina was 17. Her mother said she was 18 and an adult, old enough to marry an old man. And secondly, her family were not against it. It was just her that was against it. Just her dad.
Yeah.
Her dad was the only person against the marriage, not her mom. Her mom was, in fact, people even looked at it as if it was her mom that was pushing her to the marriage. So we can blame her mom here because she didn't have proper guidance, obviously. And then the
No,
mom
you can't
coming
blame
out
her
to rant.
Wait, let her land, Jacinta. Hold on. Go ahead, Debbie.
I will blame her mom because Regina was still a child. Anyhow you want to look at it, she was still a child. According to Nigerian standards, she was still a child. At 17, as she's coming out to say she was 17, her mom should have not even allowed that to happen at all. Her mom can stand her foot down and say no. And there's no way Regina would say she was going to go and cry for the love of which life? At how old? Ned is the love of her life.
Sorry, Senator Ned Nwoko. Senator Prince Ned. Okay?
Drop Senator. Na Paunoam.
Okay, let's take some comments before we continue with the show. Abilene is in the house. She says the mother is the ITO. Means. And then Chimeze Okoro is in the house also. He says the mother is greedy. Chimeze says, no love there. It's all about money. Abby says, Ned should just marry the mother and find peace. LOL. Huh. We'll talk about that too. Chimeze says, Ned is ancestors.
Yeah.
85% of blame, 85% blame her mom. Okay. Okay, Chanel Austin says, I feel that he is supposedly the matured, educated, and billionaire. He knew that that was illegal, which is why there was no court marriage. There was just no marriage. I love that point. I love that point. That point makes a lot of sense. So, are you saying that's at Chanel Houston? Are you saying that Senator Ned Nwoko knew that Regina was below the legal age of getting married, and that's why he decided not to do a court marriage, but to just do traditional ancestral marriage? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Let's see the comment section.
Yes.
Rachel,
I agree with her.
Grandpa is the love of her life. What love? What love? The money was the love, Biko. Okay, we're seeing some things coming up now. She also said it herself in one of her recent posts that the man/marriage was supposed to be her means to getting to where she wants to be. Huh. So, Jacinta, with all these comments that you're seeing, are you still blaming just Senator Prince Ned Nwoko? Or are you saying somebody at some point?
I will still blame Ned.
Okay,
I will still blame him because assuming he was able to hold this thing from the beginning, it wouldn't have split to this level. For the fact that Gina came out and cried, the brother Sammy, brought a video online and said all manner of things. Ned was too in a rush to come online after a call with Kemi. He came online and said all he could say about tagging his wife, the mother of his children, that she's on D, which it was not supposed to be so. As a matured man, such a thing happened. Okay, Sammy put everything online. He should have allowed it and then hold it within the house. That is how matured people behave. You can't tell me that because of Sammy came online, he's coming to defend. What is he coming to defend online? He's coming to look for sympathy. He's come because he knew that he had the money. He knew that everybody will stand with him. He knew everybody will want to hear the side of the story.
Okay. Jacinta, that's your point of view. That's your opinion, right?
That's my own opinion.
That's your opinion. But when we were arguing earlier on this week, you said it was Paned that did the video first. He posted first. You did not say it was Sammy. Now, I personally would not blame the senator for coming out to say what he said. Because knowing and understanding social media, the moment a woman comes out to cry, that man is judged and sentenced in the heads of everybody on social media. So he had to also do his part to defend himself. He had to release his own statement to defend himself. Do I think that Regina did drugs? I cannot say allegedly. I will say yes. And you know why I'm saying yes? Because she wrote it in her statement. I said she did drugs.
No, Minister Max, no. Something prompted her to say that. No, it was a conversation. And she stated her reason why she was into it.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? Calm down. Let's take these comments and then we'll watch something. Jacinta, there is no excuse. There's no reason. There's no reason. No reason.
Yeah.
Doing drugs. No reason.
When it's what makes her husband happy.
In the court of law, there's no reason for you committing a crime.
Her husband is the one that engineers it. She said it.
This is the problem. Everybody, Jacinta. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Let's take this comment. Man, not to talk too much. Chanel Houston says, yes, no doubt. He is very calculated. Of course. That's a lawyer. Rachel says, everyone in her life failed her at some point, except her father. Mom said the old man needed a fresh start to boost his falling star. And you, as a mother, gave your daughter star to boost grandpa's star. She said that actually. The mother had it. I had it.
Yes.
Yeah, said that.
Yes.
So, are you
Said
blaming
that.
the mother now, Jacinta, or not?
I will not still blame the mother, and I have my reasons, and I will say it when it is time.
Okay, let's keep going.
Her mother's fault. It's her mother. It's starting from her mother. It's her
Her
mother.
mother's fault. It can't be her mother's fault.
And
There are some things. There are some things that we don't really understand when a girl gets to a particular age and she begins to say, "I fall in love with so person." There is nothing that you do to her at that point for her to listen. Until now, at this point, I feel
Question. Did the father come out to say Regina should not marry Senator Ned?
was the father ever in her life?
The father
Was the father ever?
yes or no? Did he come out to say Regina should not marry Senator Ned? Yes or no?
The point when the father came out to speak was irrelevant.
Yes or
He
no?
never knew the
Did he
point.
come out to speak? Yes or no?
Yes, he said whatever he wanted to say, but was that the right time?
Okay.
When you didn't nurture this girl to grow, when you didn't know how her life started from where she is, and then you are coming out because she wants to get married to an ancestor, you
Now
are saying no. What did the father contribute to his life?
You want to blame the father too?
Yes. What did the father contributed in her life? That is coming out at the end of the day. Did the father give her what Ned would have wanted to give her in the first point? He wasn't there. So as far as I'm concerned, the father should take the back seat.
Hey. Debbie, what do you have to say?
Yes. He doesn't have anything to say.
Debbie,
An
what do you
irresponsible,
have?
irresponsible was not there for his daughter.
No, ice water, I beg. Calm down. Wow, this is really touching some nerves here, Jacinta. Please calm down. I know NEPA you don't have light in your house. Calm down. Debbie, what do you have?
Leave. I understand what Regina is going through. Leave this NEPA and light. If this thing go off, I will stay inside darkness.
Okay. Please calm down. Debbie, what do you have to say, please? Oh, Debbie, don't.
Hey, Debbie, don't go away. Come back.
You not just come out now. You not just come out. Eh?
He has to come back. Oh. You have to come back, Debbie.
Jacinta, be breathing. Be breathing. Eh?
Okay. Next, I'm taking it personal.
Come, hold on. Now, this is it. Okay? This is what I think. The mother could have done something. Now it's easy for everybody to come out and say, oh, we told her not to. She said she wanted to marry him. And yet you are still blaming Ned for Regina forcing her way to marry him.
Was Ned not wanting to do that too? Ned too was looking for blood that will fresh his face. Don't you see how he's looking? Looking very young. Because he was collecting fresh blood, brightening his skin with fresh blood.
Okay, let's take
all these old men.
Let's take some comments. Calm down. Be coming down, babe. Be coming down. Be coming down. Okay. Chimeze says, Nakwekus go buy that Ned, old man.
I swear, thank you, my sister, brother.
Rachel says, at this point, I wish they would stay off social media and fight this in real life. Social media is not helping her. She's making her case worse with the social media rants. She has kids to fight for. Okay. Abby says, to repel, I agree with you. Mr. Eugene is in the house. He says, hello, chatroom, watching from Abuja, Nigeria.
Good evening, sir.
Chimeze says, Jacinta, respectively, you're not making sense. The blame goes to Regina's mom, 100%.
Respectively, I will not make sense, my dear. I just have to say it the way it is. But just follow me. You are getting somewhere. We will land safely.
Let's keep going. Rachel says, Jacinta, I understand how rebellious kids can be at certain age. But if mom was not in support of that decision, it would have been obvious. As far as we know, mom connected them and facilitated it. Did you hear that one?
Well, nobody has been, the story of how these two connected has not been told. The only person that we have that told us how they met was the husband, which was Panel. Ned said the mother and Gina visited. Gina said she fell in love with him. Even the mother didn't accept what she wanted. Like I really love the way Miss Ray said it. She said children can be very stubborn at point, and I understand that's the point where I'm driving at. That's my point, and I'm happy that she was able to pick where I am going.
Okay, so Jacinta.
Because no matter how a child is stubborn, no matter how a child is stubborn, and she
calm down. Woo! So this is what I think, right? I think everybody has a part to play in this, with the exception of the father of Regina Daniels. And I'll tell you why. Because right from the beginning, he made his stance clear. He said what he wanted and what he did not want, and that was it. The mom then came out and was abusing him. I remember very well. She was abusing him. They all fought each other. And now, my thing is this. Everything was rosy, everything was sweet. Now that things have turned sour, we are now coming to do judge, jury, and whatever. Why? Now, the person Jacinta should have been blaming in this, that should be taking the biggest blame, she's taking that person out of the blame and is blaming everybody else. How biased can you be? How biased?
So
the mother, excuse me, the mother came out to say her daughter gave Paned $50,000 for his political campaign. Paned has said everything, majority of the things he got for them. House, money, paid school fees, put them on allowance, monthly allowance, including the mother.
No be in-law him be. No be in-law him be. What was he expecting? He wants another person to do it. He didn't marry their daughter.
So it is okay for him to act as an in-law, but when things are going wrong, he is a foolish man.
Why did he decide? Okay, so what was his aim?
So it is
what was his aim? To place them on salary, to do this, to come about it.
So it is okay for an ancestor, as you people put it, to spend money on the ancestral lineage, but it's not okay.
What the sugar daddy do? If sugar daddy will not get sugar, there is no point. So if he want daddy not get sugar, then let him rest.
He wasn't a sugar daddy.
He was.
He was her husband. He was a sugar daddy. If he was a sugar daddy, it will be clear that he was a sugar daddy. But my thing is this, though. My thing is this, and I will ask Debbie this question. Did the mother of Regina Daniel not see through Ned's history, looking at his other wives that he married before pushing her daughter into it, allegedly? Debbie, if you were in Regina Daniel's shoes, what would you do?
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, as a mother, you saw someone has married 5 wives, I mean 6 wives. How many wives did he marry before? And you were okay to let your 17-year-old daughter, as you guys have claimed her to be now, a 17-year-old girl, to go into that same family if it's not greed? I see, just no. I need to even see Jacinta as I'm even saying this. Jacinta, can you allow your 17-year-old daughter to marry an ancestor?
Let me tell you something.
If your 17-year-old daughter says that she's in love with an ancestor, will you allow her marry him? Except if he has money and if he's ready to sponsor your whole lifestyle and take care of you and your family.
If my 17-year-old daughter says she wants to marry an ancestor, number one is going to be her business. The consequences, she's going to face it. I will do my own talking, but if she insists, then she will carry her cross.
So you
That's
feel like
just the truth.
so you feel like her mom didn't push her in any way because of money. Now Jacinta is there. Now I say Jacinta. Now Regina Daniels' mother was enjoying money when she was enjoying the money and shouting, "My in-law, my in-law." Nobody knew that she was paying for Ned's campaign and paying
You
$50,000 to Ned.
Hmm.
No, Ned was doing his own part. To me, I will not even blame him too much because he was doing his own part. He came to you, told you he wants to marry your daughter. You, as the mother who has seen money, your eyes shining, you want money, you want money, you want money. You allowed your daughter to go. Your husband told you, I am not in support of this. You bullshit him. He doesn't care. He's not in her life. Oh yeah, now. Now she's in it. Now she took drugs. In fact, this is not even the first time I'm hearing Regina Daniels has taken drugs. Regina Daniels is a drug addict.
Allegedly.
Period.
No,
Okay.
it's not about being alleged. She said it, Minister Meg. She said it in her video.
Okay, so respond
She's a drug addict.
to Debbie. Respond to Debbie. Debbie said something that you wanted to respond about. Can you
Sorry?
hear? I said respond to Debbie. She said something that you needed to respond to. Go ahead. About your if you have a
Yeah,
17-year-old daughter, go ahead.
answered her. I told her if I have a 17-year-old daughter and she brings an ancestor to me, I'll first of all sit you down. This is it, this is it, this is it. If you go into this is it, this is it. But if you insist, and then you go and because if you look at how the whole thing happened, there was no court marriage, there was no traditional marriage. All of those things were in the shrine. So if you can have such mind to step into such shoes, then you are going to face it. I am saying it with everything inside of me.
That was
And
not a straight.
another thing that we're forgetting, Regina's mom was not a poor woman. As of when Ned came, Regina was earning 600,000 from every movie that she shoots, including the mother. So they
How
were
many
not
movies
poor.
is she shooting? How many movies is she shooting? A lot of actors and actresses these days will tell you they're not even
On
having money.
every movie, you will see Regina Daniels. On every movie, you will see everybody. She was from
Hold on.
different locations. So you people should stop making it look as if Ned was the one who came and changed the entire life of the family. They have a
He's
life
not the
going.
savior. He's
He
not
was
the
already
savior. We're not saying Ned is the savior here, but
that
using
is
your
what
own
the
two
whole world
eyes
is
to get into that kind of
about.
marriage.
Okay. All
You
right.
are seeing it with your own two eyes, and you are going into it
That
with
is
your
what
head.
you have to go and see.
Jacinta, whether you like it or not, Regina Daniel came out, made a post. It is better to cry in this than to cry in that. That tells you clearly that money was the main factor, whether you like it or not. It is.
I am not stop Minister Men, get my point.
No,
I
hold
don't
on.
have a problem.
Wait, Adikam. Money and influence were a major factor with that whole arrangement. And you said she did not marry traditionally. Who told you that? She did marry traditionally. She did. She married traditionally.
That
She knelt down.
now.
Excuse me. She knelt down. She gave him wine, and she gave him the drink. It's traditional Igbo culture. She married traditionally.
Was,
No,
was the father that collected the bride price? Was it the father that collected the bride price?
excuse me, whoever collect, anybody can collect the bride price. As far as I'm concerned, she got married traditionally. You understand?
And
So,
she said herself,
mhm.
that whole talk about him doing some kind of jazz for her is a lie. She said it herself. I saw the post. She said it herself that it's a lie, that people should believe whatever they want to believe, but it's not true.
Oh.
That whole stuff
So-
of them tying white wrapper is just a normal tradition they do.
Okay. So let's take some comments to respect our audience who are watching right now. Okay? Before Jacinta come and chase everybody away. All right. So
That's
let's see.
for you.
Okay, so let's begin from here. The rebel says, Mom can't take all the blame, but she has enabled it. She has enabled it to some extent for gains. Yes. Chimeze says, Jacinta, I'm in my late 30s, still listen to my mother, still listen to my mother. Blame Regina's mother. Okay. Um,
Get
Chanel says, I blame the mother. They are very close. She could have controlled that situation. I have a daughter, grown now. When she was 16 years old, she introduced me to a 19-year-old. I dismissed that quickly. That wasn't even ancestor, that was semi ancestor. And she dismissed it. You see?
that's ancestor son.
Ancestor's grandchild. Now, Abby says, but getting married to your ancestors for money / love is no joke. Drugs were her blindfold to to happily look at her ancestor with loving eye. We talked about it last week, but I disagree with this comment. I disagree with this comment. And I'll tell you why I disagree with this comment. Before, if they said that Ned introduced her to the drugs, that means she would have been taking drugs before getting married to him. And don't forget they dated. They dated at some point. So, was drugs being used before she got married? Has she always used drugs before getting married? That's the question. Now, Chimeze says,
Yeah.
I am in my late 30s. Can't marry 27 down. Why? Why can't you marry 27 down? You are still not an ancestor if you're in your late 30s. Let's say if you're 37, you can marry it at 27, you can marry 26, but that's your prerogative. Rachel says she was made the breadwinner of her family at a very young age and felt the need to do whatever it took to continue to provide for her family. That again is where her parents failed her. So with that comment, do I think she was made the breadwinner of the family? I don't think she was made the breadwinner of the family. I think she was made.
He made some points.
Sorry.
Regina Daniels said a lot.
Sorry. I think she was made the trophy wife. And because she was made a trophy wife, there are some benefits from that. You understand? So family were enjoying the benefits of her being in that position, whether you like it or not. Chimeze says, Shrine, really, wow, this is evil. Yeah, I was not doing anything. Rachel says she was making some money from her movies, but the Ned factor made a huge difference here. She wasn't poor, but she was not wealthy either. She said, but she was wealthy, but she wasn't wealthy either. Now,
Yeah.
we have another comment. Too many comments. Abby says, money, the root of all evil. Abby, if the mother did not support, she supposed to come out and say it like her father did. Exactly. They claimed they were fighting internally for her not to marry Senator Ned. But externally, they were showing solidarity for the girl. Saying yes, there is nothing wrong with it. Until everybody took it as a normal thing. To the point that some mothers started chasing their children to go and marry an ancestor and bring the
That
back.
one is a Nigerian syndrome. It's Nigerian syndrome. That's how Nigerians behave. That's their syndrome.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. DMH T. says, interesting season. Greetings from Nigeria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rachel says she was making some money from her movies, but okay, we take this already. Furthermore says, no, Ned also confirmed that the drug situation started at some point in the marriage. In his words, that was not the Gina I knew. So now let's talk about this whole thing. Let's talk about this drug. Why do you think Regina Daniel had to resort to taking drugs? in her marriage. Why do you think Regina Daniel had to resort to taking drugs in her marriage?
She
Debbie?
wasn't happy. She wasn't happy, obviously.
Okay.
And have you seen Paned? When she got married to Paned, he was made a meme because of how he looked. So honestly, if I was the one, I would also do drugs just to cope. Because no.
Jessica, please answer the question. Why do you think Regina started doing drugs after she got married?
You know, I think Regina started doing drugs after she got. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus.
So
Gina
people still do
started doing drugs.
oh, pray, thank
Eh?
God. When they bring life, people used to thank
Now,
God up to 9. Up
yes, now.
Nepa. All right, go ahead.
Now, Gina started doing drugs because she realizes that this journey that she has embarked on will not be successfully without certain things. And I think Paned also encouraged it because as a young, vibrant girl, there's a lot of things that she was not able to do. And the only way to keep herself happy and to remain in the palace is to do those things that she was not able to do them outside. And whenever she gets high, she gets busy. And you know, these old men, when a young girl is tipsy and high, they take them to cloud 12. And when they are on that cloud 12, they begin to misbehave. That's the reason why you see him, he can go to any level to do anything for her. Because the way she reacts and the way she acts when she's high is different from how you can see. When she came in, she was like you called her Mr. Mex, the trophy wife. She
Okay.
was everything to Panel. So the truth of the matter is she has to get to that level to remain at that peak. So drugs was the only thing that would make her happy. Being that that's the reason why I said Panel encouraged it. Because if he did not encourage it, he would have stopped it.
When you say encourage, you give us example.
She said in one of her previous posts that Panel will bring doctors in the house and they will give her drugs that are made for bipolars. She made it clear. So
Okay.
I think Ned has an answer for the world to hear. He should tell us why will she always bring doctors to come and inject her that have bipolar disorder, or what is it called?
Okay, so
That was somebody's child.
let's talk about that for a minute. Now let's talk about bipolar disorder for a minute. I don't know how many of you understand what bipolar disorder is here. It's a mood disorder, right? And with that mood disorder, it could be highs, it could be the lows, part of it. Are we talking about the manic side? Are we talking about the hypomanic side? All of those things, right? But why did Ned have to bring in doctors to inject Regina Daniels with medications with a mood stabilizer? She called it's bipolar, so that's a mood stabilizer. Why would Ned have to bring in doctors? If Ned wanted to inject her with anything, he could have brought in the thugs that he said he has or anybody else to inject, right? Now, Regina Daniels made some statements that actually put her more in the bad side of the law. Because if you look at what Senator Ned is doing, Senator Ned is acting really smart. He's tackling this
Of
thing.
course.
He's tackling this thing very, very, calculatively, in the sense that he has talked about everything they are saying. He's debunking them. The $50,000 that they said he gave, he proved he's the one giving her money. The drugs that the mother was trying to allege that he's the one providing for her, he mentioned everybody's name that is bringing those and that are encouraging those drugs. So now, with all of this going on now with Paned and Regina Daniels, you can see that there is one particular thing that has been going on the ground that Regina is trying to stop. And what that is the fact that Paned was isolating her from some of her family members and her friends. Those friends, Ned said, they were the ones bringing the drugs, encouraging her to take those drugs, right? But Regina Daniel never said Ned is the one supplying her the drugs. Did she say that in any of her posts? No, she did not. She never said Paned is the one supplying her those drugs. Her mother, at first, denied that Regina does not take drugs. Regina is not taking any drugs. Now the daughter has come out to say, yes, I took the drugs, and so. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there is more to this. But at the end of the day, how is this whole going to end up? How is it going to end up playing out? They could reconcile. They could say, you know what? To err is human, to forgive is divine. Let's come back to our sweet marriage. They could say, no, let's just go apart. Jessica, you say? We can't hear you. We cannot hear you, Jessica. I think you're muted. Go ahead.
I said reconcile fire. You cannot reconcile anything.
So would you advise Regina to just let the marriage go, or would you advise her to reconcile with Paned?
Minister Mess, first of all, let's look at Panet's history of all his wives. The Moroccan woman ran away, but she could not cope with the poverty in her country, and she ran back. I don't want to be ahead of you on the show. I believe there are some videos that came out, and everything. People from his family are talking about bad characters of his. I will not advise Regina Daniels to go back to that man. I will not. Let her move on with her life. She has wonderful sons there. Let her fight for her children. The man did not marry her in the court. She forget about the man's wealth. Get her children and move on with her life.
Abby, what would you advise Regina Daniel to do? Do you think that coming back to the marriage is worth it, or she should just move on like Jacinta is preaching?
Honestly, I honestly thought she was even out of it. I thought she had left because she got a house, she moved in with her siblings, based on she wants to be a queen in her own house. Since she's not a queen in Panet's house, she should just leave, honestly. But she knows she can't get her kids, because Panet is a very powerful man.
No, he's not God, though. He's not God. Don't say that. He's powerful where? Power fire. He's not powerful anything. He has not seen
No,
anything.
those
Children is very easy.
Nigeria. You're talking as if you don't know Nigeria and the Nigerians in it. When I say Panet is powerful, you should understand what I mean. Regina is nowhere near where Panet is. Forget that Regina has social media influence, and Mercy Johnson is helping her to go up and down, up and down, up and down. Before she gets her kids, it will take her a very, very long time.
Exactly.
Because Panet is actually picking out his own receipts. Panet has receipts. The man is smart. He has a very smart team behind him. He has his receipts. He has a lot of things to use and hold those children and keep them.
So let me.
He has that she broke. No receipt of him slapping her.
So Debbie, let me say something real quick here, right? You're right. Paned is very, very smart, very, very smart, and he's building his case right now. But unfortunately, Regina Daniel is not seeing the case that he's building.
Yes.
He's not seeing the case that he's building in the sense that in the court of law, there are some instances where a mother, so in general, a mother would have, what's that thing again they call? Will have 100, would have the right to keep the children when they're a certain age, right? But there are some circumstances that when they are in play, it's difficult for the mother to keep those children. Circumstances like number one, when we talk about mental illness. Number two, when we talk about drug use. You see these two circumstances? Once they are being played in court, in the court of law, once they come up in the court of law that there is recklessness, there is this, there is that, there is this, there is that. I'm not a lawyer, but to the best of my knowledge, once these things come out, it's more difficult for the woman to have custody, that's the word, to have 100% custody of the children. So Ned is pushing some things on the ground, but Regina is not seeing it. And that's why I go with Rachel's advice, where she said, Regina should take this off social media.
Yes.
Right, should be put out of social media. She should take her time. Because for every video that she's bringing out, she's saying a lot that is tying her hands. A lot that is tying her hands, whether you like it or not. Because coming to say, I did drugs, and so.
No, she didn't say I did drugs and so. She said it and added that.
I did drugs, so what?
This was the reason he caused me to do it.
The statement was, I did drugs, so what?
He made me do it.
That shows unrepentancy. You're not repentant, but you did the drug.
But Mr. Meg,
I continue to do it.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Fire on.
Now, if I come out and I said, okay, I slapped Debbie, and so, Minister Mess, you made me to slap her. So I didn't just sit down and I wanted to slap her. You caused it.
He did not tie your hand. He did not use your hand and slap me.
Yeah, but he made me do it. He made me do it.
Who made you do anything? You
have
to make your own decisions.
Let's talk about man and wife, man and woman, two people that are doing crazy things. Can you people just picture back how that man was when Regina? Can you just picture back how they will be driving, what he will be saying, that? No. The way people are blaming Regina on this thing, it's not good.
Nobody is blaming Regina. Nobody is blaming Regina. What we are doing is trying to help Regina here. We're advising Regina, take this off of social media. Don't respond. Just continue. Stay silent and fight this on the ground.
Now, Minister Med, did you see that? If Regina Daniel could even listen to even her family and keep off social media, she has a good fight. Now, can you now go back and see how she could not even listen to them and fall in love with ancestors?
But her family are also aiding her coming out to social media. Her mother is also on social media shouting up and down.
Why
her brother was the one that did the video of her shouting that she's a queen in her house. She's not a queen in Panet's house.
Why did she come out on social media? It was because her son was picked up. So
No. This was picked up before the son was picked up.
Regina said that she's a queen in her house.
At the beginning, when they see video, all of that.
Not the mother.
It was the mother. The mother was holding camera. Jacinta.
They were all there. They were all there. Were there. Everybody was there. Her mom was there.
Jacinta, listen. Your daughter went to marry ancestors that you were not in support of the marriage. Yet ancestors put you on monthly payroll and you collect.
And you were collecting.
Does that make sense?
So make she not collect as her daughter decide that's what she wanted.
The moment you started collecting, you became a full supporter of it.
Accomplice.
Now, have you, Debbie, you are a woman.
I am.
You are a woman. You you are a woman because by the time you have children and then you see that they are also pushing to this kind of narrative, you are saying no. At the end of the day, you might not have a choice.
So for you, you think this is just all about womanhood? You think because you're a mother, you will not be able to speak the truth and stand for truth and stand for justice? Because you think that, oh, what if it's you? If you were in Regina's mother's shoes, one of your daughters come and they want to start blaming you, how will you feel? It is not you. Now, this is where you're supposed to learn from this particular story and make sure that it doesn't happen with you. If you see the truth, you say the truth. Your daughter want to marry an ancestor, you tell your daughter you cannot marry an. If she say I must too marry an ancestor, you tell your daughter if you marry an ancestor, it's your problem. If the ancestor want to put you on payroll, what are you going to say? No, keep your money, ancestor.
You remove your hands from it.
Period. But the moment you begin to collect it and be hailing the ancestors, Odogu, Odogu, okay, Odogu, Odogu, nah, forget it. You understand?
Not in-law.
Say that again.
Now he's not an in-law again. He's Paned.
Now, of course, it's Paned now. It's not an in-law.
Ever since it's Paned, no verse.
Okay. Let's take some comments. Let's take some comments. Uzama says, "Hi everyone." Hi Uzo. Rachel says, "How can you not be on drugs to do they do with that kind of man? How?"
Oh.
Paned is not bad now. What's Eagle's problem?
It's bad
The
though.
talk.
Love is strong. People don't know love.
Mr. Meg, can you, when they were doing that, can you just look at that man's face? How the face just be like chimpanzee. Can you just look at his face?
So, Jessica, are you now saying that Regina Daniel was blind to had fallen in love with Paned? Because you said she married Paned because she loved him. So that means she was blind. And now after she married him, her eye open.
They use money and blind her. They use money to cover her eye.
She was blind, Minister Mess. I would say it 100 times. She was blind, and now her eyes have opened. The curtain has fell off her eyes. And she began to look at, Alpha, me. Hey.
So after she has come and enjoyed the money, she now want to run and leave.
And she has obviously saved for herself. All this one she's talking like this. She has been saving some money from that man for herself for this time. For when she will run.
She did a lot. I am surprised that
she's not running to anywhere. You cannot just come chop his money and want to run. He will sue her. He must to sue.
Gave him 2 sons. 2 wonderful sons.
2 sons that she wants to collect.
Blood has go out of her body. Yes.
But she wants to collect.
Why would she not collect?
So you don't love ancestor, but yet you gave him 2 sons, not 1, but 2. It means, are you electing ancestors to knock you anyhow?
You cannot allow cow, you cannot allow goat and yam make it there for one place.
Explain that proverb, please. Explain that proverb.
You want to keep yam and goat for inside one room. Goat go eat the yam.
That means Paned was attractive. The proverb just said Paned was attractive. Regina is the good. He's the yam.
Did you hear where she said there are some days that she's not in the mood? Paned will even force himself on her. Though now, it's a cry. This girl is really crying out. That you see this thing. I didn't know from the onset, but I am tired. I want to come out. Now, this is just what happened when we are young and then we fall in love with these people. Then after 1, 2, 3 children, your eyes begin to see. And you begin to see the dirty characters, those nonsense characters that they have. And then you want to come out, and then they don't want you to come out. Why?
Jessica, I hope you know she was
for better for worse.
Better worse.
I hope you know she was Jaruma. You know Jaruma. You know you've heard of Jaruma Empire, yeah?
Yeah, Jaruma. I heard this thing lady. Jessica, calm down now. Be calming down. Hey.
She was friendly, Jaruma. So all the things she was connecting with Jaruma, her eyes were closed to know what she wanted to do with it.
She was buying things from Jaruma.
Yes, she was buying things from Jaruma. There were even times she and Jaruma will even do videos. She has bought waist beads, she has bought chocolate, she has bought this one, she has bought that one. What is she going to go and use it for?
Oh, she using it.
Never used this. Jaruma even said it on interview. I would have sent you that clip, Mr. Meg.
Forget that Jaruma was on drugs at some point. Let's not forget that.
I know. Wait, Jaruma has been on drugs. It's not today.
Allegedly.
And friends.
She even lodged in the hotel where I was, so I know that one. I'm not putting another anywhere. Jaruma, she called there, and I will tell her that Jeremiah has been on drugs. It's not today. The one that she's coming out talking. All those things Jeremiah was giving Regina. Regina was not using it. That was why they fall out.
But she was
wasn't-
paying for it. 1
She wasn't
million, 2 million, calling
Okay,
her up and down.
hold on, please. Hold on, please. Hold on. Calm down. Be coming. Do like this. Okay. Jessica, you were the one that said Regina Daniel married Ned for love. Yes? Okay. So now what you're saying is you're encouraging the young people out there that when they want to get married and they are in love, they should get married. And when they are in love and they marry and they are no longer in love, they should leave the marriage because they are no longer in love. Is that what you're saying?
That is not what I'm saying, Minister Mess. Don't put words in my mouth, sir.
I'm just asking a question.
I am not saying when you want to marry, go and marry an ancestor. Marry right. Marry who you know that you can live with. Don't go and marry who you know that you cannot live with. You are going to get married to somebody that is more than your father's age mate. And I know you can't do it with your ordinary sense. So you don't expect her. I will still blame Panet for picking up a girl at that age and not nursing her like a child. See, even as an adult, if you decide to date a guy that you as a lady, you are matured or you are older than, get ready to train another son. So this boils down to another man who is at that level going to get married to someone old enough to be their own child. So you should get ready to train that child to become matured into the womanhood that you are looking for. You don't just get married to a child and then mature.
Not trying
All of
to marry a child.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like where you're watching this from. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to hit the notification tab so you know wherever we're on. And lastly, don't forget to share, okay? Share. Sharing is caring. So now you will see how hot this whole studio is right now. Even myself, I did sweat right now because of these human beings in the show. So Jacinta is saying Regina's mother has no part to play in it. She is not to be blamed at all in the whole saga that has been going on. She said they tried to stop Regina from marrying Panet. Regina forced herself and even went to report to the police that they are not letting her. How ridiculous. That they are not letting her marry Senator Ned. I don't know when that one happened. Me, I didn't see it. The love of her life. Now she married the love of her life. The love of her life, she now realized that the love of her life is no longer looking like the love of her life. He's looking, allegedly, like they said, like a vulture, an ancestor. And then she now, according to them, they are saying that she decided to venture into drugs. They said, how can you see somebody like that, wake up in the morning, see somebody like that, and not want to take the drug? So she said that. Now, my thing is this. Anyway, let's take some comments real quick. Roger says, I honestly believe Panet has that fantasy of having them on drugs because his other wife too does drugs, according to him, when they had issues. Now, we're hearing all his ex-wives had drug issues. That's what Regina said. So first of all, we'll take this next comment. Let's talk about this for a minute. Why do you think all his wives has drug issues, allegedly, according to Regina?
He takes fancy in doing it, Mr. Mex. He has gone to one cutie juice to bring down some of the posts that they dropped down, that they brought out his first wife that he married when he was in UK.
Was he doing drugs?
That should bring down that post or he will sue her.
So it said his first wife allegedly was doing drugs. Is that what you said?
The one that even helped him to become who he was when he was in UK.
Okay. So why do you think all his wives, according to Regina, are on drugs or are doing drugs?
That is what the man likes to do, sir.
Okay.
Debbie. And it's a coping mechanism for them, though.
Coping. Coping.
Yes.
So they take the drug to cope.
Mr. Mess, you know they see that man's face. As woman. When Regina Daniels mistakenly showing in Ebola Even me, where they yourself, I no fit stand up.
Jacinta, when you have money and you are not handsome, you are very handsome because your pocket is
Yeah.
okay. Your pocket is handsome. If you are fine as a man and you don't have money, you are ugly. Because
Yes,
Say she
very
was dating.
I thought she was dating a man. She was dating somebody before she met Pane.
A fine boy. Before Panet came and said he wants to marry her, so she was not in love with her fine boy, Soma. That's his name, Soma. She wasn't in love
yes.
with him. To me,
See,
I feel this was just a business deal. Honestly speaking, it was a business deal. Make Paned famous, give Regina money, finish.
Both
In
of
fact,
them became
Regina and her whole family, make them big.
okay, let's continue with the next comment. Thank you very much. Uzoma says, there was an update today from Regina that Paned enjoys her bekus when she is high. So obviously, he encouraged her doing the drugs.
yeah.
Secondly, Regina never denied doing drugs. So, yes, yes, and no. None of them so far have said Paned is the one giving them the drugs. There's a difference between enjoying somebody who is under the influence versus you giving the person that thing to put them under the influence. Big difference.
I'm sorry, sir. You said there's no what?
There is a difference between enjoying somebody who is under the influence versus you giving that person what will put them under the influence. So far, I haven't heard anybody saying, Paned gave me drugs and he used it, and that's what he likes to do. If they say that, then they're incriminating him. But if they are saying that, oh, he likes it when I use drugs, who sent you to go and use drugs?
Ah, Mr. Max, now no talk this thing. No talk this thing. More no just come turn down to gender talk now. No,
It's
because
no,
if you
no, no.
just
It's not gender anything. We're talking about drugs here. We're not talking about gender. This could go both ways.
fun.
This could go both
And
ways. Like Debbie said earlier on, Jacinta, in the court of law, you cannot say in court that, oh, he enjoyed my papers when I'm high. So I was using it, I was high, and I blame him that I am high.
now he
Do that.
says, I like it when you are high. It makes you sexy and it makes you go wild. Now, if your man tells you that and watch you take him does not stop you and he likes it, he's engineering it, who gives them money to buy it?
I'm sorry, they never said he gave them money for drugs. He gives them money.
So
Whatever you use the money to buy is your goddamn business.
how did they manage to bring it to his house if he's not encouraging it?
Because
You don't want
she was bringing bad friends. She was bringing bad friends to the house that were bringing drugs, and I said no, I don't want to see those friends in the house. And then she got angry, and then we now decided to send her to rehab and all of this. So I'm trying to play the other side here, right? But my thing is this: again, like I said, in the court of law, you cannot go and say I blame him because he told me he enjoys it when I'm under the influence. I am sweeter that way. So I decided to go and be using it when I want to sleep with him because I know he will like it. That's your business. You go jail. No be able to go to jail.
by the time the 2-3 wives will come out, Cheta is also talking. Cheta is talking very well. That's one of his wives. All of them will come out. Don't worry. His nemesis have catch up with him. Kama is already waiting.
You see that Kama that is waiting. Kama has reset button. Reset button. Bim. We will carry and go back. Go wait. You know why?
Don't worry.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Jacinta. Let me tell you why. Right? So for everybody watching right now, we're talking about Senator Prince Ned Nwoko, as Jacinta would like to call him, Paned, and Regina Daniels. We're talking about how Regina Daniels admitted live to saying that yes, she did drugs. So what? Now, Paned is building his case gradually against Regina, but Regina is not seeing it. She's not, I don't know why you're not hearing me, Jacinta. She is not seeing it. And when I say she's not seeing it, he's coming out to make her say things that indicts her, and she's doing that. Regina should stay off of social media. She needs to stay off of social media for now. Because now she has openly admitted to doing drugs or to have done drugs in the past, which corroborates his story of when he said she was doing drugs. And now, guess what he can also throw in there too? I am scared for the safety of my children because their mother is doing drugs, or their mother was doing drugs. So I'm scared for the safety of my children. She has friends that she brought to the house that also do drugs. He mentioned all their names. Her brother is also whatever. At the time George Stone, look all of these things. Okay, if the mother is with the child, they'll be exposed to drugs. So you know what? The children cannot be with you because we don't want the children being exposed to drugs. Things like that. That's where all of this is going. All of these things, right? It's a build-up. It's a build-up. And don't forget, the social media never forgets. Those evidence are still there. Even if she goes and deletes it today, it's still there.
He has tarnished the girl's image for life.
He did not tarnish the girl's image. They are both tarnishing each other's image. You have to be fair.
Sir.
You have to be fair. You are the same person that said she married him, and now she doesn't like the way he looks. She doesn't love him anymore. And you're encouraging her to leave.
Anybody can get married today and choose to wake up and say, I don't want to marry. I don't think anybody should be held bound there. The man that was abusing her, you slapped the woman, and then you want her to remain
Do you
there.
have evidence that he slapped her?
He slapped. I sent you a video, a voice.
You sent me an audio of an alleged voice that sounded like Regina's brother's voice asking Ned.
No, that's
Jessica,
not an alleged.
Anything can be doctored these days.
Hey, girl.
I can bring the video of your voice right now saying the same exact thing that boy said.
Mr. Max, did you hear what the alleged voice, like you said, is? Because all of us know Panet's voice. The brother asked him, you slapped your wife, and you know you have lived in the UK. If you are in the UK, will you? He said, yes, I will slap her whenever she does something wrong. As in your granddaughter now, now your daughter. No be, you can slap her. See, this man, and see, I would talk any young girl listening to this thing. Anything that concerns you with any man that is very old, please run away. They don't get joy. Those people don't get joy. I keep saying it. All these old men that you see them like this, they are always looking for who will age with them, who will, after they've useless their life, they are looking for a companionship. Somebody that will come and be running up and down for them when they get old.
Okay, let me take comments. We have a lot of comments. Okay. Let's take some comments, Jacinta. I know this is very personal for you. This is really, really personal. And I know I can see you are shaking. You are shaking, you're angry. You're vibrating. Are you on drugs?
I'm on water, sir. Water.
Okay. So let's start from here. Panel needs to answer the question of why these women always get into drugs in his house. Okay? There is nothing left to reconcile. Okay. I do agree with Debbie that because of how Nigeria works, she may not be able to get her kids because this man is already painting a picture of unsafe, mentally unstable, and to have those kids. That's for him to have those kids. And that's exactly what he's doing, like I said. Imelda, welcome to the show. Imelda says, did she came her before? I don't get it. Can you repeat that? So Imelda, okay, did she not say that, I beg? So I don't understand. Did she came her before? Okay, Imelda, rephrase your question again, please. Rachel says, in all of this, the only person I feel sorry for is Regina. She is the one suffering here. Abby says, why did ancestors not put the father on payroll? Because the father drew his line clearly. Jessica, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Jessica, did you hear that? Jessica, can you hear me?
Yes. He said what?
We not hear that.
Abi said, why did ancestors not put Regina's father on payroll? That's because the father drew his line clearly.
He's benefiting from it.
Who is benefiting?
The father.
How?
The father is benefiting from it.
How is he benefiting from it, man?
Don't worry, you go hear the story.
Let's keep going.
Yes, sir.
Just says, no, now, Jacinta. I know parents who would disown and have nothing to do with a child who makes that decision without listening to them. Supporting your kids' bad decisions doesn't make you a good mother. So there are a lot of parents who, if Regina's mother was in opposition with Regina's plan and was in unison with her husband or ex, whatever they are, they wouldn't have been at that wedding, sir. That wedding for no hold.
That's the reason why I asked the question, sir. Why would Ned go and pay bride price to another people? Because the moment the father,
you see that, do you know that in your in a culture, your father doesn't have to be the one collecting the bride price? Do you know that?
In my culture, Minister Mex, let me tell you something. In my own culture, if you come to pay my bride price, it's not my father that is not there, and he's not dead, he's alive. Omo, you never marry.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you are not married.
Welcome, God love. He says, greetings from Nigeria. Welcome, God love. God love says, Samex, the juju don't inspire. What juju are we talking about? What juju? Now, Rachel says, ego bo mama woke, but that Ned own case, the ego, no, the ego no if he bring out the him in his own okay. Sure. Now let's keep going. But Max, Ned is a smart man. He will not give them the drugs, but make them go get the drugs. Of course, very smart. He's not a stupid man now. That's why he knows the suppliers, but he will not physically get it for her. So when you've been married and your children were taken away from you, you will smart up, you will wise up. You will wise up so nobody comes to take your children away from you. Simple.
Mr.
Just
the thing is this. Cheta, this was the same narrative he talked about Cheta. Now the son is with him, right? The lady is living her life. One thing I know is that she started communicating with her son not quite long. That will happen to Regina. If Ned wants to take the children, to me, Regina, if you are hearing me, let him take the children and take care of them. After all, he's a billionaire. They are sons. And the only thing is that the little time they give you to spend in those children's life, go ahead and spend that time in their life. Make sure they should know that you are their mother and they should not live the life of their father. You keep on telling them till they grow to know who the father is. And then when they grow, they will choose and decide if they still want.
Let's keep going with our comments before you finish giving the advice. Okay. Which kind of name is this? The person says, Ngafi Vero. Vero, we'll just call you Vero. Vero says, where are you guys there? Chinedu can lie through his teeth. So I say this one is under the influence of something too.
Just call the man Chinedu, that's his name. That's his real name.
Yeah. Voila. Okay. So Chinedu can lie on that. Okay, so that's Chinedu. Ned is Chinedu.
Ned. Paned is the real Chinedu.
Okay.
That man gets screw. He gets couscous I think there is
Let's
consequence
keep
too much.
going with commenting. Paramo says, he's not a prince, please.
Exactly.
You seem to know this person very well. It's as if you're a close family member. Can you let us know if you know this person very well? Okay. Tilaya says, a lot of people did not know Paned until Regina came into the picture. Who knows?
Thank you.
This must have been a transactional marriage. Yes and no?
Yes.
I think mostly yes. Mostly yes. But like Jacinta said, Regina married him for love.
No, go leave me alone.
I don't agree with that. Not love.
It was love at first sight.
Wait, sight? What did she see? What sight?
It was love.
No, now.
That's
What sight? What sight
comment.
exactly?
Somebody made a comment there. Said the juju don't clear. Now there's something that people are not even looking at. Does Ned marry these people with clear eye, or does he date them with clear eye?
Let's not bring in assumption into this. Let's deal with facts and reality. Okay? You were the one that said Regina married Senator Ned for love. And you now buttressed your point by saying it was love at first sight. Me, I didn't. Is it love at first darkness? Oh, I don't get it. Okay.
Her statement, and she said it. She made it clear, because if that opportunity was not given, like she stated, she would have unalived herself.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep.
Just the way she straightened
I want us to talk less so we can read more. Let's take some more comments. Okay, we have comments, a lot of comments. All right, Vera says, Chinedu Ned Nwoko can do whatever he wants to do. Chantel is now seeing her children now.
Yes.
So the thing is this, right? I do agree with you here. When you fight and fight and fight and fight, to what end? To what end? Because this guy is setting her up. Unfortunately,
Yes.
he has you know how when you're playing volleyball, and then you serve it and set it well for the person to come and smack it down. That's what he's just waiting to smack the whole thing down. Because he has made her to come out on social media to say, yes, I did drugs. He also made her to say he got doctors to give her medications for bipolar disorder. That's number 2. So these are 2 strong things that she shouldn't have said on social media that she said. But let's keep going. Chanel says, there was one wife, I believe the 4th wife, who said that he allegedly kept her drugged up like a zombie while keeping her captive until she actually escaped.
Yes.
He as well took her children.
Yes.
I don't know much about that particular story, so I would not dive into it. Jacinta is shouting yes, yes, so I believe Jacinta knows about it. So go ahead, shed more light about that, Jacinta.
It's the same lady that we're talking about, that she's now seeing her children. She said when she came out on the internet crying, talking about these things, nobody listened to her. Everybody felt just the way that she said. Regina, this was her note on the internet, and I quote, she said, Regina, I am so sorry that this is happening to you at this time. It was the same thing I went through. When I came out talking, nobody could listen to me. The same way you are being treated was the same way I was being treated. That there was a particular time she was being locked up in a house until she escaped, and the same Ned came out and said she was on drugs. She's talking every day, but she's glad now that she can see her children. She can talk to her children.
But my problem is they are going through these things. Sorry. They are going through, and they are not still getting smarter on how to actually tackle Paned. Is that not foolishness? They've all gone things. No. Yes, he is, but they should also be smart. They should be smart. They are setting themselves up and also setting them up. You're not bringing out receipts. You're not saying Paned did this. I don't know. It's like they're even scared of him, because they're not saying Ned did this.
Debbie, can Paned come for a girl, a lady that is advanced? He cannot. He always go for his victims. That's the reason why he's always having that power over them. And then
What?
if you see, Nina is just about 24, and she's acting like still a child because she feel like everybody should listen to her. But if it is somebody, a lady that is well advanced and matured, Paned will
That's
not get this.
saying, Jacinta, get it. That's what I'm saying. These women have gone through these things. Do you understand? They are saying, Regina, I've gone through this thing you've gone through. This is what happened. This is what happened. What will happen? Why are they not getting smarter to actually see the loopholes in this thing?
Good
Regina
question.
will come out and say, yes, she did drugs. Paned is just he's pushing you into the pit like this. Why can't you come out and say, Paned enjoys this, or Paned gave these people money to do this, set him up too, put him inside that pit too. But no, you're moving him away from the pit and you're dragging yourself to the pit.
He's not
Valid point.
listening.
Valid
That's
point.
the reason why Fina wanted to talk. He has listed the names of the people that he's going to arrest. Even Fina is inside. Because he knows that when Fina opens her mouth, the internet will catch fire.
Okay, let me say something. It will shock you people to see that another young girl will marry Paned tomorrow.
Yes, I actually heard he was with another girl. He was about carrying another one to the house.
So
That's even when all these.
he debunked it. He said it was not anything marriage.
But another young girl will fall into the same thing again.
That for Minister Med, this is always his story. Now, if you remember when the Moroccan wife left out of fight, it was because of he put all those trouble because he wanted to bring in Gina. And immediately that one left, she could not stay. Like the other wife said it, that anytime Ned is about to pick another wife, this is the story. This is how he behaves. And I don't think Regina is coming back. Regina, if
In
you
the
come
first
back,
place, why would somebody have all these many wives and have all these stories online, and then you as a young girl will now go and say you want to marry the person?
so,
That only tells me that you are looking for something.
It's
And
the
because
same
you are
thing.
looking for something, you are telling yourself this cannot happen to you. It can never be me.
now,
But
Mr.
this
Med, as
last,
you are, another young girl is waiting to enter.
of course, let me not talk too much before Jacinta come and tell me gender what. Anyway, Tilayo says, love of his money at first sight, Jacinta. Yes, it's not love at first sight, but love of his money at first sight. Rachel says, I didn't know Jacinta is a lover girl of preach or preach of love. Love, oh, love.
Leave me alone. I don't get love. Oh.
Jacinta don't get love on the violence she gets. Wawulens. Mr. Eugene says, my counsel to all is this. Always bring God into your life's decision to avoid had I know, as in this case. So thank you very much for this sermon. Let's
Gen
keep
Z
going.
girl.
Furthermore says the presence the presence the presence of the spirit of truth is key in any relationship because he knows the end from the beginning. John 16:13. Please let's always allow him into all our affairs to avoid this disastrous end. Okay, thank you very much. I hope people are hearing. All the people that
Yes,
want to
sir.
go and marry me again. Rachel says, even with all this, tomorrow, make Paned propose to one Niger girl to be the seventh, and she will marry him sharp. What's the catch? Money. They will say, let's go cry in a Lambo. Okay. So my thing is this, right? My thing. My advice for Regina is this. Stop social media for now. Leave social media alone for now. You keep entangling yourself. You keep falling deeper for this man's trap, unfortunately. This guy is smarter than you, whether you like it or not. what a child will see in an aeroplane, an elder will see while he's lying down. People will call him ancestors, and you think he will not see it. He will see it. So Jacinta that said you married for love, Regina. I wonder where the love went to. Did the love fade away?
They fade though. Love they fade though. If you love your
Okay.
wife right, then it will last. But if you don't
If you
love her
what?
right,
Say that again.
huh?
Repeat that again. That's it. Say that
Love,
again.
if you love your wife right, it will stand. But if you don't love her right, it will fade off.
Question for you, Jacinta.
Mm-hmm.
If a man loves his wife and does not give his wife money, will she love him back?
Watching the wife they do where she don't get her own money.
It's a question. Just answer my question.
I will answer your question only when if that woman cannot
Just
work or
answer
she don't.
my question. Will she love him back?
If ask again, sir.
Okay. Do you think the role of a man in the house is to provide?
Yes,
Okay. You think the role of a man in the house is to provide?
yes.
Okay. What is the role of a woman?
It's to support.
So the man's role is to provide, the woman's role is to support.
Yes.
Do you think women like to marry men that are well to do?
Of course. Well to do. It means you have the ability to stand up, go to work, and bring something home.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. So let's continue with our conversation. Let's continue with our conversation. And the part we are continuing with now is this whole America Nigeria thing. Even China has joined Abi.
Yeah. They don't send us memo. Mhm.
Waiting and send on update us, update.
They say already America don't already send their people. They did Nigeria since 4 years ago without us knowing. And that we
Since
should be careful on how we go around that now the Boko Haram and the whatever people they are more active now. People should be careful, not keep late nights. And then when you are ordering boats, you should pay more attention because so many things are going to be happening by this time. Because the people are saying since America wants to come into Nigeria, that they are going to do more harm before their arrival.
and how does that make you people feel?
Well, it makes us feel as Nigerian as we have used to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't understand. As you have used to how? Me, I'm not used to it.
It's not the first time like that these people are threatening like this. So it's really not, it's not that deep.
Okay.
Trump wants to come to Nigeria. Let him come to Nigeria and come and do what they do. Let's see. It's not about talking, and this one is doing this one. I am still saying it. Trump should leave us alone. Not be somebody will get house. You want come sweep in house, arrange in bed for him. Come cook food, give him. Show. We tell him say we the hungry.
Hey. Okay. Oh. Okay. So okay. Now, in 1 minute, what advice do you guys have for Paned and Regina Daniels? Let's start with Debbie.
Okay, so to Panet, he should just leave Regina alone. Honestly speaking, he should leave her alone. She has tried. At least she has spent how many years in the house. It's okay. And Regina, she should just stay where she is. And she should stop this social media talk. Because she's just embarrassed. She's just exposing herself the more. She's exposing herself to a lot of things, making herself even more vulnerable, and it's just a lot. She should really, really stay off social media. It's not even helping her. Yes, she might be looking for sympathy and all of that. People are supporting her and all of that, but it's not healthy for her. Because with that, Paned is also building his own case behind. And when he's ready for her, he will actually strike her very, very well. And it will enter her.
Hmm. What about Regina's mother or family?
This is not the first time they're advising Regina's mother. It's not the first. She will support Regina in good, she will support Regina in bad. She should pick a side. What exactly does she want Regina to learn? So honestly, I don't even know what to advise her family. They should just stay out of it. They should support her from the back. They should not bring themselves out like that.
Okay, thank you very much. Jacinta?
Well, what I would tell Paned is this. He's an old man. He should behave like an old man that have beard and white hair everywhere. Should not be behaving like someone who is just coming up. For the fact that he has been mingling with small girls and he's looking young doesn't make him a young man. He's an old man. His alleged brother came out and warned him that he should repent. He should repent and embrace Christ. That his
Mm-hmm.
bad character and his bad attitude is following him. That he doesn't have peace in his life. So Ned, you need so much is going inside of you. Maybe you have been touching all those your small wife, but you see, there are people that when you touch, you can't go scot-free. You might win the case with Gina because you have the power, you have the money, you have everything. But at the end of the day, he will ruin his own self by himself. So my advice to him is this: leave this girl alone. Just leave her alone. If you want to take the children, go ahead and take the children. Release his brother and don't pick anybody furthermore, because that's where your own power lies. Man wey get power, the whole blow come outside face man. No be till they carry money, they go carry them put for prison. That's where his power is.
Mm.
My advice is this: let them be. Paned. Woman wey say I no wan do, no be by force. Then to Regina, get off social media. Speak no further. Keep quiet. Go and get a good lawyer, a very good lawyer. You can pay a son to come out and then face this man squarely. Let them go and meet in court. Like she said, her father too is a barrister. The man too stated today. So let all of them join hands together. It is time to fight. It's for the sanity of their daughter. Let her come back home. I believe she has learned her lessons. And then to the mother, I believe the only thing I would tell the mother now is you can tell your daughter, we said no, you say yes. You have gone and test and see that the Lord is good. So I believe by now, by this time, you'll be able to choose wisely, make wise decision, and then do what is right. Who would advise again? Trump?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, Senator Ned, don't pick Jacinta. We need her on the show next week. If you want to pick her Monday. Pick her
People rich.
and release her by Saturday so she can be on the show Sunday.
Right.
Mm. My own to Paned. I'll mix my advice to Paned and Regina. My thing is this: coming out to social media to wash your dirty laundry doesn't make sense. So please internalize whatever you're dealing with. Talk about it internally. Deal with your issues internally. We don't need to hear all of this nonsense drama. You guys came out to enjoy life. We saw you people. You torture everybody on social media. Now you people are suffering. You still want to torture people on social media. Leave it alone now. People should deal with your problems yourself. You know, for Regina, like Very Dark Man has said, you are the victim in all of this. I don't know, but for some reason, I don't feel you're the victim really like that, because person is smart like you, if you even be the one to bring the idea come out in the first place. I'm sorry. That's just my thought, you know. Now, Regina said something in her statement where she said Paned has her sex tape. Did you see that part?
Paned have her sex tape.
Yes.
Okay, now. Is it between she and him? Or
Good question. My question is, sex tape between you and who?
that is it?
So who is in that sex tape that he's using to hold you to ransom?
Let him release it or we want to watch it.
Okay, we don't want to watch it. We don't care. But who is in that sex tape? That's my question. Who did that sex tape?
Now,
Is
Minister
it?
Mess, can I,
Go ahead.
why will a husband say she has the sex tape of his wife and is using that as a blackmail?
He didn't say it. She did.
Then, Regina, you're talking too much. Get inside.
She's the one that said it in what she wrote. So
Then, be between them. It could be both of them.
it could be sex tape of both of them.
Yes.
I don't think for some reason I don't think it's a sex tape of both of them.
So,
If it's
where
a sex tape of both of them,
he told us that he married her as a virgin. So, where is the
if,
sex tape?
if it's a sex tape of both of them, she would not be afraid to mention that.
Let them bring it out. Me, I won't watch her.
Well, even when I've had Jacinta, people should bring it out so she can watch it. But
Yes.
my question is, what's in that sex tape? Who is in that sex tape? Because Paned will not have sex tape of him and his wife together, and it will be fearing Regina.
Maybe it could be that they use Dido or vibrator.
Again, Paned would not release such a content because in the first place, it's a crime. In the second place, it's crazy that a husband will take naked video of his wife and post it outside. It's crazy.
Minister,
With himself.
can
Yes,
I tell you
Jason.
something? Can I tell you something about the old men? What they used to do.
Sorry,
Now,
have you dated an old man before? You seem to have
let
a
me
lot
tell
of knowledge. You seem to have a lot of
wait,
knowledge about old men and dating.
MX, wait. I'm in Abuja here. I used to around with these people and I hear what they say. Now, there is something these old people do. Hmm? When they date a young girl, they like it. It's a fantasy for them to see them get on vibrators and while they mourn in their presence. For them, it's a fun for them. Like if you are the type of girl who likes to do girls, they can even get you a girl. You play in front of them while they sit down and watch. Yes, I am saying it without no apology. Then it could be that maybe it's one of her videos where she's using the vibrator or this while the man was watching because obviously that man cannot satisfy
Again,
that lady.
let's not assume. Let's deal with facts. Let's
We are
wait.
dealing.
We hear more. You know, this is not fact. You don't know anything about the sex tape. You didn't even know that she mentioned sex tape in the first place.
I just said it. I was just assuming it could be, but I'm telling you what these old men they like. They like joy in it for young girls to be doing it before they are present. I know what I'm saying.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take some comments. Rachel says, Paned, stop looking for fresh star to boost your falling star. According to Gina's model, hello, stop being a bully. Okay. Paramore says, we don't want to see Amo. That's the sex tip. Make them keep for the house. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for it's been real, it's been wonderful, it's been a nice Sunday. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Okay, make sure you like and also follow us on all social media platforms at Chatroom with Next. And we'll see you next week Sunday with updates and News stories. Oh my God, there's a story we will talk about next week Sunday. You guys are gonna love it. Okay, you will love it. But till then, take very good care of yourself. Jacinta, stay out of trouble. Don't go and get sexted. Okay. And Debbie, thank you very much for being on the show. It was nice. Take care. It's your boy Matt. I want to introduce a show to you.